All right, testing. All praises. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Ba'ashim Rakwah Quadash. Double honors to elders, apostles, GMS, like my brothers. Peace, salutation, blessing. All the accumulating is truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Just doing a little test here on this little laptop. Got tired of messing with the phone, man. It's like, man, every time I try to go live, I kept getting kept running into problems. So I'm just testing this out. I'm gonna get a few precepts, Lord willing. All right, I'm gonna see. Let's see. All right. Ecclesiasticus chapter 3, verse 24. For many are deceived by their own vain opinion. An evil suspicion has overthrown their judgment. So, many in this earth right now are deceived by their own vain judgment or by their own vain opinion. And it says, and an evil suspicion hath overthrown their judgment. In 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 3, but if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Mashiach, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them. First Corinthians chapter 1, verse 18. For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness, but unto us which are saved is the power of the Most High. Lord, when we have that hopeful elect, and we got salvation, Lord, show us mercy. This is 1 Corinthians 1:19. For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise and will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. And what are we to do? Let me get this. Second Ezra's. Hey, shut that door, little buddy.
This thing ain't going to 51.
Hey,
this one to 51.
Listen, I'm doing a video. Go in there, little buddy.
Bye.
Hurry now. Yeah. All right, go on. Shut the door. Salakia. Second Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And we've seen a lot of these signs. We've seen the chariots, more and more. And just the prophecies are a Shalom Akim. The prophecies are going to come to pass. Everything everything that is foretold will come to pass. The the words of the Most High not come back void. It's Isaiah chapter 55, verse 11. I'll start at verse 10. For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater. 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and shall prosper in the thing whereto I send it. So at the end of the day, what it say? The Most High be true. Words of the Most High be true, and every man a liar. Roughly paraphrasing, but at the end of the day, these words, these prophecies, everything in these scriptures, what had to do with prophecy, to come or already passed, it will come to pass, And like I say, it shall not return unto me void. Here's the 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. Verse 2, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. And that's a big part of this wisdom and knowledge is understanding the prophecies to come. Like I say again, 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 1, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I'll put in thy mouth, said the Lord. How about you not shot? And if you're out here, there's a lot of different camps, and they a lot of them's going off, they ain't hearkening to the elders, GMS, and they just kind of doing their own thing, and they, like the elder brother was a Manaka Zokbal, if I'm not mistaken. The elder brother, South Carolina brother, and there was another Israelite, Jake, on the comment board, and he would say he keep all 613 laws, you know what I mean? And I know this local camp from around here, and they coming at people kind of like that, they just kind of doing their own thing, but they take this, they do the Sabbath on the Saturday, and and then just kind of going off in a lot of ways. But at the end of the day, man, it is what it is. Not everybody, not everybody gonna get it, but all the brothers that hearken to the truth, who the Spirit lead to, the elders and GMS and like-minded brothers, hey, that's a blessing. All praise you, how about Sunnah Shah, but Revelation, let's get the Charagma, you know what I mean? So it's Revelation 13, verse 6. Salakia ain't the one I was on. Verse 16. Revelation 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. You break that word down, a mark, and it goes into Charagma. Brothers pretty diligent on this precept right here, because it's one of the ones that's leading up to the indignation of Yahweh Shema Shai. And verse 17 says, and that no man might buy or sell, say he that had the Charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. you know. And you go on to the next chapter, chapter 14, down to verse 9. The third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark, his charagma in his forehead or in his hand, next verse, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So again, these the holy angels and the Lamb, Yahweh Shai, they gonna make their return, via the chariots of the Lord, the so-called UFOs, Let's get was that Zephaniah or Zechariah? Let me see. Zechariah. Yep, Zechariah chapter 5, verse 3. You start verse 1. Zechariah chapter 5, verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it. Verse 4, I will bring it forth, saith the Lord Yahweh, Lord Yahweh of hosts, the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief. Who's the biggest thief on the earth? You know what I mean? The wicked, Esau. Who's running this? Who's the earth given to? The wicked. Who runs the earth? The wicked. How was Babylon? How was America, aka Babylon the Great, founded? By thievery, by theft of land, by murder. By wickedness. At the end of the day, it's judgment. Going out on the Lord's people. Through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. But hey, these devils, that's the sword. You know what I mean? Esau, he the sword, and he ain't gonna change. And to the house of him that swear falsely by my name. What they say about America, Babylon the Great, in God we trust, right? It's on all the money, and yeah, they swear falsely by the Lord's name, They whitewash, the image of the Lord, and just hey, but all praise to how about Shem Yahshai that we had this wisdom, knowledge, understanding through through the Kwakadash, through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, putting the spirit on, starting with the elders on down, brothers of GMS. Cause with the brothers GMS, they singing the same song, they got like-minded brothers, and I say I ain't no camp or nothing like that. But once I heard the truth, coming from GMS, like my spirit was drawn to it, and just that's what it is, and you can't deny that, you know what I mean? I couldn't even picture myself ever watching no IUIC or I say I watched a couple of the other camps, a few times, but not for edification's sake, just because I was like, man, wonder why these guys are getting all these views and But at the end of the day, that's you know, you just got to be very circumspect, and I say spirit led me to the brothers GMS. So, and they are moving in the same one accord. Salah, can we get back? Zechariah chapter 5, verse 4. I will bring it forth, said the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and to the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. So this place, Babylon the Great, has a severe judgment, that's prophesied to take place. And we see a lot of these end time signs. Hey, brother got a precept. In his likeness, Yasharallah. Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. That's right. Yahweh Shai, he coming with the clouds, and that's another code word for the chariots, the so-called UFOs that these devils just want to lie about, you know what I mean? But hey, at the end of the day, Lord, he put Satan on them, and hey, it ain't meant for everybody. You gotta be spiritually minded, you can't be carnally minded. Let's see, what was I get another one from the brother. Same brother. Isaiah chapter 66, verse 15. For behold, the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahshua, will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. So not only in the, once the ICBMs come, and that you're gonna have the chariots, beam up the elect, Lord, when we are that hopeful number, and the elect who are going to get who the Lord's going to have mercy on, who's going to get salvation, are going to get beamed up, while the rest of this place is getting hit with the missiles, and then whatever the missiles don't mess up, you're going to have Yahweh Shai and the angels, and like say, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. So, Babylon, aka America, that's what it has in its near future, is to be burnt with fire, totally destroyed. So now's the time to come back to the Lord, repent, perform the righteous acts to the best of your ability. And when you fall short, let's say, a just man falls 7 times, you just gotta get back up. And no matter what it is, there's demons everywhere trying to get you down, whether it be, at your job, in your house, just whatever. You just gotta seek your how Bashem Yahshua, seek and you can get this wisdom, through these scriptures, through the how Bashem Yahshua, gain this wisdom, and you seeking this wisdom, you find this wisdom, then that's gonna help you on your walk to be able to deal with the everyday struggle, whatever you're going through, because all the answers are right here, All right, I'm gonna get a couple more off the comment board here, brother. In his likeness, Yahshua Allah, Isaiah 24 and 20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. Verse 21, and it shall come to pass in that day, the Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. And who's on high? The wicked. You know, who runs this earth? The wicked. The earth's given into the hand of the wicked. Can't argue with that. You know what I mean? But like brothers say, you know, who has control of everything, you know? The so-called white man. You know what I mean? The wicked, Esau. Man, it goes back to, you know, Genesis. You know what Isaac say to Esau? You know, your blessing gonna be the fatness of the earth. You're gonna live by the sword. What was that? Genesis like 25, Genesis 27. Let's see if I can find it. Genesis, I think it's 27. Yeah, Genesis chapter 27, verse 33 through what? 40, 41. But the point is, in verse 39, Genesis chapter 27, verse 39. And Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above. Next verse 40. And by the sword shalt thou live, and shall serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then I will slay my brother Jacob. And ever since, you know, he started in before then, you know, you go back to Cain, you know, slaying Abel, you know. You know, and then it would come back again, you know, after Noah, you come back, you know, down the road to Esau and Jacob. And what does it say? Second Ezra's 6 verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And you know, world, that you go into that word there, and it is talking about this age, this age that we're in now. You know. Let me see here. Man. Let's see. Let's get this. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 1. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Verse 2. Lift ye up a banner upon a high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of nobles. I commanded my sanctified ones. I've also called my mighty ones from my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts, the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shai, mustereth the hosts of the battle. Verse 5, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, Yahweh Shai, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. So, breaking down that verse, Isaiah 13, verse 5, they come from a far country. What's the ICBM stand for? Intercontinental ballistic missiles. And you have your other precepts, talking about how they're going to shoot the arrows, But it said they come from a far country, from the end of heaven. Your heavens being the atmosphere. They got their planes and everything up in the heavens. Satellites. That's the heaven. The heavens of the earth. Even the Lord, Yahweh Shai, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. So, that's a prophecy to come. Destruction of this whole land via the missiles and via the return of Yahweh Shai and the holy angels with the chariots. Verse 6, Isaiah 13, verse 6, how ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand, it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. I'm going to drop down to verse 11, Isaiah 13, verse 11. And I'll punish the world for their evil and the wicked for the iniquity. So, I will punish the world for their evil. You breaking down that, the world. Let's see what it says right here. They ain't giving too much, but I'm going to read it. And I'll punish the world for their evil. The world, what was the world referring to in John 3:16? Israel. So, Isaiah 13:11, and I'll punish the world for their evil. That's talking about the tribes, the 2/3, and the wicked for their iniquity. And who's the wicked? We know who the wicked is. And I'll cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. So there's a lot of proud, people out here. And in these times to come, Jacob's trouble, leading up to the indignation, Lord, he gonna cause the proud to cease, because there are times gonna come where, if the Spirit of the Lord, if he don't have that hedge on certain individuals, then you're gonna be in people gonna be in a bad spot, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. And this is right here, verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold. So, man, Lord, who Yahweh Shai, who the Lord is dealing with, who he's gonna have mercy on. He's gonna make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Verse 13. Therefore, I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger, and it shall be as a chaste roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee one into his own land. And these people with money, who come over here and use up that whatever it is, just come over here to this great whore, America, Babylon, and sell their goods, or make money, or whatever that whatever they do. they gonna flee once this place, once the grinding comes to a cease. You know, everybody's gonna start leaving this place. Like when they had the lockdown, these bigger cities like New York and other places like that, they boarded up all the windows. Like everything was closed down. So that's just like a precursor to what was going to come. When all hell breaks loose, when Jacob's trouble really is, in full effect. Let's see, brother, on the preset on the comment board. Let's see. That made me think of a precept. The Isaiah 24 verse 21 that the brother posted. A couple precepts actually. Try to get it. Let's see. All right, so this is it's lucky. Where'd I go? No, I lost it. Psalms 49:11, I think. Yeah, Psalms 49:11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. I get this one too. Psalm 64, verse 6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. All right, so now I can get a couple of the comment board. But that, Psalms 49:11, that's these the inward thought of these devils, is that their houses shall continue forever and their dwelling places to all generations. Who calls their lands after their own names? Who puts their names on people? People here in America, they say they're American. You know what I mean? Then you got your, other tribes. Tribe of Judah, they try to call it, try to call Africans, and then like Issachar, try to call them, Mexican or Spanish or whatever. You know what I mean? Man, these devils, man, they gotta go. But hey, all praise Yahweh Shem outside. We woke to this truth, Lord, open up our eyes to see and our ears to hear. Where am I? Let's see. All right, this, brother in his likeness, Yasha'Allah. 2 Samuel 22:31. As for the Most High, His way is perfect. The word of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, is tried. He is a buckler to all them that trust in Him. Psalms 11:6. Upon the wicked He shall rain snares, fire, and brimstone, and a horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. You go to with the Revelations, let's say what double. Fill her cup double to her. Revelation 18 verse 6. I'm gonna start up at 18 verse 3. Revelation 18 verse 3. For all nations had drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth had committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Next verse. And I heard another great voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. And that's what we're doing in a spiritual sense. We're gaining wisdom and knowledge, through these scriptures, Lord willing, we get blessed with understanding. But being spiritually minded, being kingdom minded, like the brother's channel, that's coming out of the ways of this wicked world. This is Revelation 18:5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities. Verse 6, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works, and the cup which she hath filled to her double. So again, the brother, 2 Samuel 22:31. As for the Most High, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord is tried. He is a buckler to all them that trust him. Psalm 11:6. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and an horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. Whoo! Yeah. Same brother, Isaiah 46:10, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, My counsel shall stand, and I'll do all my pleasure. And that made me think of precept. Wiki. So you go into Second Ezra's chapter 7, like around verse 16. Yeah, I start at verse you can read the whole chapter really, but I'm gonna get a couple precepts out of here. Go back to that. All right, yeah. Isaiah 46:10. Brother, in his likeness, Yahshua, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, My counsel shall stand, I'll do all my pleasure. And that made me think of Job 21, verse 30, that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction. They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. And you go in Second Ezra's chapter 7. We'll start at I think the point was right here in verse 18, but I'm going to start at 16. Why hast thou considered in thy mind this thing that is to come rather than which is present? Again, going into, the carnal mind, worrying about this present, and then going to the spiritual mindset, and that's the thing to come. Verse 17, then answered I and said, O Lord, that bearest rule, thou hast ordained in thy law that the righteous should inherit these things, but the ungodly should perish. Verse 18, nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things and hope for wide. For they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things, and yet shall not see the wide. The Lord, He put that slumber, a spirit of slumber on them. Or what say 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verses 3 and 4. If our gospel be hid, is hid to them that are lost. This is Romans chapter 11, verse 8. According as it is written, the Most High had given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. Whew. I'm gonna read up on that. Romans chapter 11, verse 7. I'm gonna get verse 7. I'm gonna get verse 5. Romans 11:5. Even so, at this present time also, there is a remnant according to the election of grace. And if by grace, then is it no more of works. Otherwise, grace is no more grace. But if it be of works, then it is no more of grace. Otherwise, work is no more work. What then? Israel had not attained that which he seeketh for, but the election had attained it, and the rest were blinded. And then in verse 8, according as it is written, the Most High had given them a spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. And it's a fearful thing, man. Let's see. Yeah, brother posted Deuteronomy 32:39. See now that even I am He, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive, I will not heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Yahweh Bashim Shai. Whew. Oh, that's a good one. Philippians 2:12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. That's the whole was Ecclesiastes 12:13. Fear the Lord, keeps commands for this. Let me get it. The whole duty of man. Ecclesiastes. Let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commands, for it's the whole duty of man. Go back to it, Philippians 2:12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Man, I had a point. I'm trying to get it back. Yeah, the whole duty of man, fear the Lord and keep His commandments. You know what I mean? And we're doing this on faith and through the Spirit. How about Shema Shai? Fearing the Lord and being spiritually minded. But at the end of the day, it's through the power of how about Shema Shai. Lord willing, we're that hopeful number. But again, we just gotta stay humble and just be circumspect, stay in His truth, and what say, blesses he that readeth. Revelation 1 verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. Woo! Wow. All right, so I'm going to get one more. Brother in his likeness, Shasha'Allah. Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 18. Let them be confounded that persecute me, but let not me be confounded. Let them be dismayed, but let not me be dismayed. Bring upon them the day of evil and destroy them with double destruction. Whew, that's fire. So yeah, we just gotta like it says First Thessalonians chapter 5 or Second Thessalonians chapter 5. Brother, we ain't in darkness. You know what I mean? We gotta stay in this light. This is Psalms chapter 18, verse 2. The Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my power, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler and the horn of my salvation and my high tower. You know, what's the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run to are safe. Let me get that. Yeah, Proverbs chapter 18, verse 10. The name of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. Whew. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end. This is a little testing out this little laptop I got. I think it might do a little better than that phone, man. But hey, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory. How about Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kwakadash, Abba Ball, the water ark, in his likeness, Yahshua, the water ark, all the precepts, and hey, y'all keep pushing. Every day's a fight. You gotta fight with the flesh, fight with just demons everywhere. It's just every day's a fight, man. Just gotta seek your Ba'ashem Yahshua, man. All right, with that, say shalom.